Kam today. You've had him see him a little bit now. What are your impressions of him early on?
Yeah, no, Kam, I'm impressed with, once again, like, he fits in with the group well, like basketball IQ, where he's been able to pick things up and retain it and implement it into live play, very quickly.
That last year he had at Marquette, he really had to transition to playing more point guard than being off-ball all the time. How have you seen very early his both on-ball and off-ball skills, and how can they blend with it? You guys hope to do that?
Yeah, I think it's great to have just being dynamic. That just adds a layer to his game and to the team, where he could, I can play off-ball and catch and be aggressive, or I can lead a team and get people in situations where they need to be in.
When you talk about the pace of style of players, it seems like a perfect fit for the type of skill set he has, and also the effort of it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we love hard playing guys, and he's able to, dribble, pass, shoot. Like, that's the three skills that mean a lot to us. But I mean, it's seamless where if he gets the outlet, he could push it, or if he receives the outlet, he could kick it ahead, or he can receive it and be the guy that's looking to be aggressive and attack. So I think it's just a different layer to everything.
Is it the same on the defensive end as well?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, us, we play full court defense, and he was able to do that today at a high level.
Played a lot of college ball. Do you kind of maybe expect more given his experience as far as maybe not like a leadership, but just an involvement standpoint?
Yeah, definitely. And he's been doing that, I would say. He was, when he's on the bench or on the sideline, he's talking guys through coverages and putting them, they have a great program at Marquette, so he was able to come with a great foundation already set.
We've had some guys on this team who have played in some league for you guys before. Has anyone stepped up as a player leader for you in these couple days?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, all our returning guys like Q, Ray J, Furphy, Enrique. I always say, like, Pacers don't win 50 games without those guys. What they did in Cleveland, and some, Q playing early in the year, Furphy playing, like. So they've had real NBA minutes and know what it takes. So them coming into here, I've challenged them to kind of be the leaders of the group, and they've definitely stepped up and done that.
With Furphy being so young still, have you seen him raise that level of leadership with this group?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's shown it by action and by talk, so he's doing both currently.
From an implementing perspective, obviously you guys want to play like the Pacers as well. How much freedom do you have to add other things, tweak styles to fit the team?
Yeah. I haven't got much directive, but I'm trying to implement what we do with the Pacers, and I think we've done a great job these last couple of days in practice.
How do you more comfortable would you describe how you feel and prepared for all this at this time compared to last year?
It's very different. I'd say, last year coming into a new environment, new teammates, new coaches, you're getting so much thrown at you at one time in the span of a few weeks. So definitely feel a lot more comfortable, kind of knowing what to anticipate, and especially with summer league as well, because it's kind of a whirlwind of everything that's going on at one place. So I'm definitely feeling more comfortable and excited.
How's the mental task of going from finals prep 2 weeks ago to summer league now?
Yeah, I think it's a positive. A lot of guys, will have had a break and then having to work their way back up in their game shape. Obviously, we haven't really had a break, so definitely feeling really good at the moment.
What are you hoping to get?
You're still the youngest player here compared to where you were last year. How have you been able to help other players and kind of take on a leadership role?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think, obviously, being my second summer league, I kind of know what it was like last year. Learning how we play basketball, all the concepts and that sort of thing. So the coaches have challenged me to kind of take on the leadership role and want me to be more vocal and teaching the other guys how we play. So I think it's a bit of a challenge for me, but I like it.
Last year, what did you learn from Miles Turner about playing in Indianapolis, what this team means to the city? What did you learn from him last year? How much basketball means to the state. I feel, it's definitely, you can kind of feel the energy, the crowd, the fans. I haven't really experienced anything like that, just how passionate they are, so definitely learn how much it means, really.
Any sort of skills you'd say you're specifically working on or hoping to improve in this summer experience?
I wouldn't say specifically. I think, just being as consistent as possible with my shot. Obviously working on my body, handling that sort of thing. But I'm not going to try and do things that's outside of my role. So I'm just trying to execute what I do best, and see how that goes.
What are your impressions of Taylor and Kam so far?
Yeah, I like them. I think they're super skilled. I'm really excited to see what they can do at Summer League. But yeah, my first impressions that they're definitely super skilled.
Is it weird for you seeing other people as rookies now instead of yourself?
It is. Yeah, I won't lie. It is. Even though they're older than me, them being the rookies, it is kind of strange. But yeah, I definitely know how they feel. So I'm gonna try and help them as much as possible.
For you, your first year in the NBA under your belt, where do you think that you grew the most as that season went on, and now as you start to go into your next off season here and getting ready for summer?
That's a good question. I think I obviously grew a lot in terms of just how much load there is with the schedule. Now I kind of know what to expect in so many games, so all the travel and that sort of thing. But yeah, definitely just trying to be a sponge, learn what the older guys are doing and how professional they are, and yeah, just kind of take in what they do.
Have you had any time to reflect with such a short turnaround from the time you were here last year to going through this season? I mean, you had major, you played in playoff games last year, and how much that season was so long, but also so much you could learn from it.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't really had time to reflect. It felt like it just ended, and it was such a long year. I feel like I broke it up into like different parts of the year. It's like October to December. That feels like so long ago, and then this year, you kind of just sense out the flows of the year. But yeah, I haven't really reflected too much on it yet. So,
is that postseason run kind of almost like a whole different season?
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like a whole new season. Yeah.
What does it mean to have Ty around here that still supporting you guys as he starts his recovery?
Yeah, I mean, it just shows the person who he is. He's just a basketball head. Yeah, he just loves it, and he's such a great person to have around. No matter what, if he's playing or not, he's going to bring his same personality. So it's pretty cool to see him showing support to the Summer League team.
Had a little time with you when you were at Marquette and you played here back in.
Yeah, it was great times. It was meant to be. We got 2 wins in there, for sure.
We could see you on TV, but draft night, take me through your emotions of being picked and knowing you'd be coming to this franchise.
Oh man, well, first and foremost, it's a dream come true. I'm right where I want to be, man. I love this city. I love the people that's here. Everybody's here been very welcoming. I'm just looking forward to continuing to learn the Pacer way and be that.
How do you feel like that last year you had after Tyler left, playing point guard, helped you get better and specifically will help you fit with this team, especially with Tyrese being right now?
For sure, in a lot of ways. Obviously, with T in there, I played the 2 a lot, played off the ball a little bit more. So, having to have the ball in my hands really gave me a bunch of reps at being a point guard. So, it really helped my game from being a little flexible, can do either or. It really doesn't matter to me. Whatever the team needs, that's what I'm willing to do.
Have you talked to Tyler at all since this process?
Yeah. I talked to T. He came and celebrated with me and my family after we got drafted. He talked a little trash because we know we're finna play each other. So, we're not gonna be friends that day.
You talked about the Pacer way. How do you think you fit into that?
Man, I think I'm the epitome of that. Just being with a team, being with a group of guys that just want to win and put their teammates before themselves and really want everybody around them to be better and feel good about themselves and just putting your head down and working hard and doing everything you can to impact winning.
Just from watching you in college, it seems like competing is the biggest thing, regardless of all the skills and all that. And playing for Coach Smart, how's that prepared you for this stage? Man,
a lot, man. Coach Smart is a very fierce competitor, real savage competitor. I learned a lot of things from him in the 4 years. I'm glad I stayed all 4 years. I needed every last one of those years to, make me the man and the player I am today.
Do you have any contact or workouts with the Pacers before the draft?
I did an interview at the Combine, which went real well, and no, I didn't do a pre-draft workout.
Do you have any impression at that time that you'd be a good fit with them based on those conversations?
Yeah, for sure. Just the overall vibe and, them telling me how they've watched me play and what they think I can do on the floor to help them. Really let me feel that way.
How's your relationship with Taylor and Artie been developing?
Man, real well. Been spending some time together, getting to know one another. It's kind of funny. We're your same age. He's married. We're 2 different people, but we're making each other company, learning from each other. It's been great, man. He's a real cool dude.
Obviously, go ahead.
There's 30 landing spots in this league, so to end up at an organization that's on this trajectory, what's that mean to you to kind of be a part of what's been building here over the last year or two?
Man, it means everything. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for Indiana picking me and believing in me, and I'm gonna do everything in my power, work as hard as I can to impact winning to the best of my ability.
Obviously, you didn't know that you were going to be here at the time, but then seeing the Pacers go on the run that they did, and then on draft night finding out that you were going to be here, just how exciting was that you're coming to a team that was in Game 7 of the NBA Finals?
It's extremely exciting, man. I'm looking forward to really just learning. Man, I really, I want to learn from these guys that were, in those big games. Even guys like Furph, Q, Ray J, really learning from those guys and taking everything that they tell me in and going from there.
And then going into Summer League, what do you hope to see from yourself, or what do you hope to get out of this trip to Vegas?
Man, we're going out there to win.
When did you realize that the NBA could be in your future?
I told myself I was going to be in the NBA going into my sophomore year of college. I kind of felt it. I knew I was just my game. I knew I was, if not better than, right on that level with a lot of people that were, going to be in the league or going to the league. So I really sat down and was like, yeah, this is something that's real possible.
How did the emotion of actually making it compare to how you thought it might?
Man, it's like day and night. You really can't explain the feeling till you get there. Man, it was great, just hearing my name and, being grateful for an organization for picking me.